Welcome to Wrestling Rush Hour. It's time.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling Rush Hour. This Friday Night SmackDown was an actual good show. Just props to Triple H and Lee Fitting for actually creating a good show. This was actually good. Personally, if I had to give it an overall grade, and you guys may be surprised by this, but I would give it an A. I'm not going to give it an A+, but I would give it an A show. And here's the reason why. I'm going to talk about the John Cena thing first, but I'll talk a little bit about the rest of the show as well. But the John Cena promo, you know, I told you guys about a week ago that I think that this John Cena versus CM Punk feud would actually make Cena's championship reign more memorable. And I love the fact that they kind of all, you know, R-Truth, because remember back then, R-Truth was a part of the situation when, you know, Punk and Cena were feuding then. It was just R-Truth was, you know, kind of screwing over Cena. So it's just, man, I love how it came full circle. It was really, really good, the way they did everything. And John Cena, again, cut a really good promo, man. And if there was a moment that you asked me, like, what was the moment that made you actually interested in John Cena's championship reign? It would be this feud with CM Punk. And I knew that this would happen. I just thought it would happen at SummerSlam, but considering the dates that John Cena has and considering, you know, he's going to be retiring at the end of the year, I understand why they did it. They're doing it in Saudi Arabia. But, man, just kudos to the whole show was good. But I just want to really give props to that. And shout out to Triple H and Lee Fitting for actually making meaningful backstage segments. I know a lot of people don't care about that, but I do. I like the meaningful backstage segment where we had R-Truth attacking one of the members of Pretty Deadly, beating the hell out of him. Then it went to a commercial break. He shows back up, and then we see Aleister Black and R-Truth getting into each other's face. Hey, man, why you mess with my match? Why you messing, you know, like, I love that. It actually had substance to it. Then later on, we saw Alexa Bliss lose her match against Asuka. Then they had a backstage segment with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven and Elba Fire. And then we saw Charlotte show up. And I see what Triple H is doing. He's going to end up having Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are going to be that tag team that kind of hate each other, but they're both kind of badass, and they're going to end up going after the tag team championships. That's what's going to end up happening. But overall, man, the Jacob Fatu thing, the backstage promo he had about how they're going to be at Night of Champions for the United States Championship against, it's going to be Solo versus Jacob Fatu. I thought that was a really entertaining promo that he did. The in-ring segment was decent. Wasn't the greatest thing, but overall, it did what it needed to do. Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton and the whole Naomi thing, I like that. I like that kind of little thing that they got going on there. I like the backstage segment with Jade Cargill. It actually made sense. Shout out to B-Fab and Mi Chen. You know, seems like they could be teasing a little faction with Jade Cargill, so we'll see what happens with that. So now we kind of know what's going to happen after, you know, later on, once the feud culminates to where, like, Naomi ends up cashing in on Jade and you know, and Bianca Belair is kind of like, you know, helping Naomi and whatnot. We're going to end up probably seeing B-Fab and Mi Chen get involved as well. And then maybe later on, Naomi, Bianca, will end up getting a third member, so it'll probably be some type of 3-on-3 match later on down the line. But overall, man, I thought it was a good show. I want to just say, like, I don't bullshit you guys. I'm not going to just give you, say that the show is trash and the show isn't trash. This was an A show. This was a good show, and I was entertained, and I thought that every aspect of the show was good. And I didn't think that, the only thing I didn't like about this show was Broomstick Braun Breaker barking at Saxton, because I think that Braun Breaker is too great to just be just barking at people and stuff when this dude was cutting great promos on NXT. I think that when he's spearing somebody and he does that, okay, cool. But in general, he doesn't need to be barking like he's like a unhinged dog. Like, at the end of the day, like, I understand you're a badass, but like, you're a grown man. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, we already know you're a badass. Like, I don't know. I just think they should just play upon his being stoic and whatnot instead of the other way around. But either way, overall, the show was good. And a good thing we didn't see Seth Rollins, because we know hopefully Triple H doesn't do it, but we know we've been kind of oversaturated with Seth. This is a good pace. Now, what needs to happen on Monday Night Raw is they don't need to oversaturate us with Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed. See, what I think is this, maybe one backstage segment, but unless they're going to actually have matches, they don't need to just be oversaturated like the Roman and the Bloodline thing. That was a unique thing that can't be replicated no matter how much they try. So I'm glad that it seems like Triple H is kind of pivoting, not in terms of the idea of the group, but just not oversaturating. Because there is a thing of, like, when we look at what is the Wyatt Six? The Wyatt Six are not on TV as much, so they're being away too much to where no one gives a damn. But then you see this Seth Rollins group, they're being, just plastered on the TV to the point to where you're just like, all right, you're oversaturating them. So, but overall, man, it was a good show. I have no complaints at all. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And yeah, peace.